What's up, guys? I'm Sports Huddle, and welcome to Is He Any Good, Episode 5.
You out, all I wanna.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Is He Any Good, Episode 5. Today, the player I'm going to be doing is Chris Shaw. Shout out to T. Rudy the Great for suggesting this video. If you guys want to get a shout out too like T. Rudy did, make sure to let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions for my next Is He Any Good video. I post one every 2 weeks, so you have 14 days to suggest anything, really, a player from the NBA, the NFL, or the MLB, because that's really the 3 sports I follow. So, let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions, and if I like your suggestion, I will shout you out in my next Is He Any Good video. But anyways, guys, let's just get into it. Also, make sure to go subscribe to T. Rudy the Great, since he gave me the Chris Shaw suggestion. But let's go. So, Chris Shaw, he had his Major League debut last year with the Giants, and really, Chris Shaw is a guy, when you first look at him, you think, he must have some pretty good power. Because let me tell you, Chris Shaw, he is 6'3", 226 pounds. So, I don't know if you'd say you'd think he's a guy with a lot of power, but when you look at the weight and the height, you think maybe he has some power. Because look, he's 6'3", and he's 226 pounds. Normally, when you're 6'7", 226 pounds, okay, we can understand that. But 6'3", that's a bit different. And Shaw, well, he's been in the minors, and he was rated as the top 3 prospect in the whole MLB. And you want proof? Well, let me tell you. His best year was probably 2016 because he had a 267 average with 21 home runs, 85 RBIs. He got intentionally walked 3 times, 48 real walks, 134 hits, 73 runs, and 38 doubles and 4 triples. So he was pretty good that year. The year after that, he had 24 home runs, 79 RBIs, and last year he had 24 home runs, 65 RBIs. Now, all this is probably making you think he's probably going to be a good player in the future, because he's not like Austin Hayes, who one season was really good in the minors, but the next year completely dropped. He's one of those guys who's rising up every year. But there has been one problem with Shaw that he needs to fix: strikeouts. Last year he struck out 144 times, the year before 132, and the year before that 125. So, Shaw, he has to be careful with the strikeouts, because he doesn't want to end up like Chris Davis, who today is getting paid his contract in total is $161 million, and all he can do is strike out and have a low batting average. I bet you Shaw wants to be a guy who, okay, he gets paid, but wants to be a rising star. Last year, he only played 22 games, 185 average with 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and 7 walks. But the 1 home run he hit was absolutely crushed. It was, I believe, over 460 feet. It was blasted, and it was in Colorado. So it was it was like in the 9th inning too, I believe, to take the lead. They took the lead 8-7, but Colorado came back then and won the game. So that sucked. But Chris Shaw, I have a feeling that he can really be a lot of damage in the future for the Giants. Now, the only problem the Giants have had this year is their outfield is so bad. Their left fielder is Michael Reed. Who is that? Well, I don't know if it's Michael Reed, but their outfield is literally Michael Reed, Steven Duggar, and Harold Gopara. The only guys I guess you can consider who are good is probably Steven Duggar, 10% Harold Gopara, and not even Michael Reed. Reed was good in the minor leagues, though, but he hasn't improved much in the majors. And basically, they could call up Alan Hansen, but he's in the minor leagues right now. They could call up Chris Shaw. He's in the minors right now. I don't know what Franz Zaidi's doing, but he should call these guys up. Because you know what? Okay, true. We have tried it out a few times. and it didn't work. But just try it again, maybe. Maybe this year they can do it better, because last year was just the rookie years, and now they have just a little bit more experience since they've played, like, at least over 10 games. And, well, Steven Duggar, it's just the beginning of the year, but I agree putting him in as the starting center fielder, and how I hope he'll be our center fielder for a while. Chris Shaw, I hope we don't trade him. He is a very good asset, and he will be really good in the future because he has a lot of power. And also, like I said, he's not one of those guys who just 1 year is really good and then the next year, like Austin Hayes, just cools off. He's been rising every year. So I think that if the Giants in the future can maybe at least keep these players, their two best players will probably be maybe Steven Duggar, but mostly Chris Shaw. Shaw is going to be that guy, I think, who is going to have crazy power, and basically he's going to be having over 20 home runs a year and maybe even over 30. Now, we already are a pretty old team. We've got Brandon Bell, whose age every year you're starting to say, man, it's starting to go up a bit, but he's still pretty young. There's B-Cross, same thing with him. Longoria, he's okay. Panic, he's still got a long way to go in his career. Posey, don't got to worry about him. Sandoval, and Solarte, But Shaw, I think if in the future the Giants can at least get a few more prospects, I think their leader will probably be Chris Shaw. I don't know if he'll win Triple Crown, but he will be a good asset in the future for San Francisco. He'll be a good power hitter, and we'll be seeing a lot of fans in Oracle Park wearing some Chris Shaw jerseys. Let me know down in the comments, do you think Chris Shaw is any good? Because I think he is. That is going to be it for this video. Like I said, let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions for me. I will look at them, and I will be making another Is He Any Good video in 2 weeks. So give me some suggestions. But I will see you all next time. Peace out.